How many of you know Pella, the guy that is always streaming live on TikTok? This is his manager, Bossali. Bossali, can you tell us what it feels like managing a Gen Z talent? What are some of the challenges you've experienced?
If I meet you now, I'll tell you, good morning, do you get? As a millennial, it's normal. But for a Gen Z now, if they should come now, Alpha, chairman, boss, I agree to you. Do you understand? So you see the two different things there. You're expecting a good morning, and then it tells you Alpha. Then you as millennial, you see the Alpha as being disrespectful.
How do you think a Gen Z approaches finance compared to a millennial?
Gen Z might spend 350,000 to get just pants.
Are you serious? 350,000?
It's nothing. It's not a big deal to them. Do you understand? So if you're trying to change their mind from that stuff, you're more like an enemy to them. The highest you can do is to talk.
Have you ever had a moment where you tried to do something that would save them, but they did not really see it that way? Instead, they challenged you and felt that, you know what, I'm done. I don't want you to be my manager anymore. Have you ever experienced things like that?
I think it has not gotten to the level of I don't want you to be my manager anymore, but it has gotten to the moment that allow me to do my thing. Now your money, I think that's the most. Now your money, allow me to chop my money. Now you work for me. All those kind of stuff. One thing that keeps people moving in this industry is character. One thing is that many people want to be famous, but most of them are not prepared. They are not ready for it. I want to be famous, I want to blow. Okay, if the blow meets you today, what do you feel do to sustain that blow? I think it's quite easy managing a Gen Z talent and at the same time difficult. When I talk about challenges managing a Gen Z talent, I think the first one is attitude. So now, this attitude issue comes off as disrespect to millennials. Do you understand? But to the fellow Gen Z, it's not disrespect. So which means the way they reason and the way they see life is totally different from the way millennials do see things.
Can you give us an example?
An instance now. To you now, normally it's quite and it's normal for me to come. If I meet you now, I'll tell you, good morning, do you get? As a millennial, it's normal. But for a Gen Z now, if they should come now, Alpha, chairman, boss, I agree to you. Do you understand? So you see the two different things there. You're expecting a good morning, and then it tells you Alpha. Then you as millennial, you see the Alpha as being disrespectful. But to him, I'm not disrespecting this guy. This is me having a conversation with you. This is me greeting the person. So these are two different things.
What's the other thing? So that challenges?
Then another challenge with them is that they find it difficult to face issues or challenges. Especially when something hits them, instead of trying to focus on it and then try to trash it out and then move on with life, they'll be like, no, I'm depressed, I can't face this one. Maybe God is against me or something. But you're facing the normal life challenges. Okay, let's say a Gen Z talent now, your TikTok or your account gets disabled. They're already feeling bad, feeling depressed that your account got disabled. I understand that's your source of income. But see millennials and then older people, let's say their business, they lose their capital or their business fumbles or crumbles or something. They'll try to look for a way to hustle and then patch up and bounce back. But Gen Z, life has ended. In short, nothing is working out for me. So basic life challenges is more like a depressing issue to them. And it's a very big problem when you're handling these Gen Z talents.
Wow, that's interesting. Now let's look at the financial part. How do you think a Gen Z approaches finance compared to a millennial? Did I pronounce that thing with a millennial?
Okay, you pronounced it correctly. I think Gen Z is a millennial. So when it comes to spending and finance, it's a thing of the mind. That's the first thing I'll tell you. It's a thing of the mind. Because I won't try to say that, okay, this person is being extravagant and this person is being conservative. Gen Z is their lifestyle, the way they appear and everything, and then considering the current economic situation in the country now and in the world at large. So Gen Z might spend 350,000 to get just pants.
Are you serious? 350,000?
It's nothing. It's not a big deal to them. Do you understand? But a millennial will want to think it over and over and over. Why am I spending 250,000 to buy just a trouser? They won't even call it trouser. They won't call it pants, trouser. If I enter market now with 100K, I don't call it like 4 or 5 trousers. And why they spend it? But Gen Z, no, they need to have that trendy stuff, and that's their mindset. So if you're trying to change their mind from that stuff, you're more like an enemy to them. But that's what they grew into. That's the mindset they grew up to. So you can't change that.
They'll see you as an enemy of progress. Let's say a shoe is raining right now, and the current price is, let's say, 500,000. You mean they'll do anything just to get that shoe?
Definitely. That's their goal.
Okay, so as a manager, it's part of your duties in a way that you also help them in advising them how to manage their finance?
Yeah, that's part of my duty, but to an extent. You just have to teach them how to make the money. When you make the money for them, so when they want to spend money on extravagant things, the highest you can do is to talk. You can't control them. You can't tell them, look at how to spend the money, look at how to spend the money. Because if he or she chooses to spend the money recklessly, at the end of the day, it's going to boil down on them. It's not going to boil down on me. So the best I can do is to just put in one or two words. Don't do this in this way. Don't do this in this way. And that's it.
Have you ever had a moment where you tried to do something that would save them, but they did not really see it that way? Instead, they challenged you and felt that, you know what, I'm done. I don't want you to be my manager anymore. Have you ever experienced things like that?
I think it has not gotten to the level of I don't want you to be my manager anymore, but it has gotten to the moment that allow me to do my thing. Now your money. I think that's the most in your money. Allow me to chop my money. Now you work for me. All those kind of stuff. You just need to just give your advice. You can't force them. That's one thing. You cannot force them. The best you can do is to talk.
Okay, so what is one advice you like to give to Gen Z talents out there? I mean, there are so many of them rising up every day, especially on TikTok.
One thing I will tell them is, don't change. Whatever brings you into fame, don't switch from that character, and then learn character development. Because as you're coming into the limelight, you're going to be meeting lots of people, and as you're meeting lots of people, you really need to know how to control your character and your attitude, because I think fame is intoxicating. When the fame gets into your head, it's very, very difficult for someone to control you. Don't lose your real self trying to be famous, and don't lose your real self being famous. Because one day the fame might vanish tomorrow. How many people did you keep with a good attitude, with a character? Because I know one thing that keeps people moving in this industry is character. If you have a good character, even if tomorrow you're no longer popular and stuff like that, there are people that we are nice to, there are people we are good to, that will support you in one or two ways. But imagine the fact that, okay, you're popular today, and then the fame gets into you, you're being toxic, you don't have respect and stuff like that, and then you're feeling fly on top of the world. Tomorrow, when the fame vanishes, you don't have anybody that will support you. And trust me, when you have that character and then you see people hailing you, people standing by you, those people are just being psycho fans. Because when the fame is out, they are around because of the fame. When the fame is out, nobody's going to stand with you. So at the end of the day, have yourself to deal with.
All right, guys, I hope you've heard Boss Ali. This advice is valuable, and I hope you sleep over it. I hope you always remember it. I would have loved to ask you about character development, like you mentioned. I mean, there are so many people that will become popular, maybe because of one video, maybe because of one sound, and before you know it, you don't get to see anything from them anymore. Is it that they are not really smart to build on that viral moment?
One thing is that many people want to be famous, but most of them are not prepared. They are not ready for it. I want to be famous. I want to blow. I want to blow. I want to blow. Okay, if the blow meets you today, what do you feel do to sustain that blow? How do you expect to grow? So that's one thing most people lack. When the fame comes, I'm popular, I'm going to this place, I'm going to this place. And then they now forget to work on themselves, how they can be creative. Nobody is forcing you. You must not. And another thing is that, let's say you blow, you go viral online. You must not be a content creator. There are lots of niches in the entertainment space, in the digital space. There are lots of niches. You might, let me say, I'm a gardener. And then someone captured me cutting grass and something like that, and then I get popular and all. It doesn't mean that I'm leaving that stuff that brought me to the limelight to start doing content. I can try to look for a way to digitalize my gardening experience as a gardener. Try to make money out of it. So the fact that I got into limelight from cutting grass, then the next thing, boom, I'm now a content creator. It doesn't work like that. So
hope you've heard that. It seems it's obvious. We know who you are referring to, but now you're tempting me to ask another question. Boss Ali, can you tell us some of the examples of people that went viral but did not know how to manage it, and today they are almost...
As I ask this question, my head is empty. I mean, after this interview, if I think I'll remember, but right now, my head is empty.
And the truth is, every day we keep seeing people who go viral. They may just say something that their sound will go really, really viral. But the truth is, they don't know how to build character. They don't know how to develop it in a way that it remains consistent. They keep entertaining people and they keep creating more of those value. And then some people went viral over trivial things. Some of them, what made them viral does not really have substantial value. It's maybe just as a result of
wave of the moment. You understand? And I think we Nigerians over here, little things make us happy. Do you understand? And then we are loving people because of the fact that, okay, you just did this little thing. Everybody's loving you, everybody's posting you. And then that's when grace comes into the picture. Because grace might just, you don't know the direction grace might take you into. You might just be standing and then you're coughing. And that's what's going to make you go viral. Do you understand? Which is grace. I'm very, very sure it's not your doing. Because there are lots of people that are coughing without them being viral. So when that grace hits you, you now need to have a part. You need to direct yourself. Because, come on, you can't be coughing for life now. You need to find something else or how to develop that distance.
I see a lot of creators who, since 2020, the same content they were doing when TikTok started is still the same content they are doing till now. And sometimes I feel for these people. Like, bro, nobody's even watching you anymore. I don't know if you understand me. Why are you still doing? Like, I was watching a video just this morning. There's this guy who put his AirPod inside water. One song will not be playing. Then his color will not be, his hair color will not be changing. Do you understand? I was reading the comment and people were blasting, bro. It's 2025 already. The world has made progress. You are still stuck in 2019. You understand? And to be honest, that's what he's doing does not hold substantial value. Some people were fortunate that when TikTok came about, they were the earliest creators. So they probably got verified, got like 2-3 million followers. That does not really even indicate that you are talented or you are creative. Do you understand me? Maybe you were doing something like this and it had millions of views.
When it comes to creativity is the ability to be able to switch with the trends. Do you understand? Let's say this particular stuff is trending now, and then you're being creative with that particular trend. Trust me, that trend won't last for forever. Okay, I think one guy I have to commend, just like we mentioned, Samskid. I think Samskid was one of the few people that started TikTok back then that had one of the highest followers. And then after a while, he doesn't put on hair. Okay. I think after a while, he was out of the road. I think he went to school and then focused on school. So before he came back, lots of people have taken over. So what did this guy do? He tried to look for a way to bring himself back into the picture. And then, how did he do that? With trends. He looks for trendy sounds and then make a couple of videos and saturate the sound. When he's not saturating it, he looks for another trend and hop onto it. And today now, he's among the top TikTokers once again. And I think that's one thing people should always do. Try to roll with the trend and then try to see how creative you can get with something. If a song is trending now, and there are lots of challenges on the song is people are doing dance challenge. It does not mean you as a tech content creator cannot fit into that trend. It does not mean you as a fashion stylist cannot fit into that trend. Just look for a way how to get creative and make yourself useful in that trend and then gain from it.
All right, guys, you've heard it all. I do not want this video to be longer than necessary. This is coming from Bossali. If you want to have more of this interview, follow him on Instagram. I'm sure he'll be posting more videos like this to educate you. If you're also looking for a manager, someone you think should manage you as an artist, as a talent, you are, reach out to Bossali on Instagram.